Nick's favorite food is nuts and berries or beef jerky. Actually, take that back. Hummus and pretzels.
What's your favorite food?
Mexican.
His least favorite food is ketchup or mustard, but definitely mayonnaise. But he doesn't know that we put it in all the food.
What's your least favorite food?
Indian.
What's your fiance's favorite alcoholic beverage?
Beer, IPA beer.
What is your fiance's favorite alcoholic beverage?
It's so hard when you put me on the spot.
I know what it is. I just can't think of it.
Go ahead.
What's
Take a moment.
the ginger beer drink that everyone's drinking nowadays? Whatever that drink is.
Okay, ginger beer and vodka drink.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the best meal that you've ever cooked for your fiance?
Maybe the spaghetti squash that I made last week.
What's the best meal that your fiance's ever made for you?
I can't remember.
What's the best meal that you've ever cooked for your fiance?
A Greek dinner with like homemade tzatziki and hummus. I was really proud. I made a bowl of tzatziki like this big.
Your fiance's favorite restaurant?
Grimaldi's.
What would be 3 things you'd have to bring for your fiance to keep her happy?
Could she have a cell phone? Cell phone if she could, for sure. Some makeup. And her new Tom Ford shoes.
Mirror. Not just to look at myself, but we can like inspire this mirror. A towel and then something to float on if I wanted to leave.
So you gotta
Go ahead.
surfboard, sunscreen, and owl.
Okay. Would you call your fiance a morning person or a night person?
Night.
Definitely a night person.
Fiance's favorite movie of all time?
I don't know.
What is it? Wild horses can't be broken or something.
What is your fiance's favorite book of all time?
Great Gatsby.
I don't know. Oh, I've never seen her read a book. I don't know.
If you were to throw out one piece of your fiance's clothing, what would it be?
Her 90s ripped jeans.
If your fiance could throw out one piece of your clothing, what would it be?
Every t-shirt I own, or my hats.
Any of his khakis.
Your fiance's dream home?
On the beach. Probably got a wine cellar.
Somewhere that's walking distance to the beach.
What would you say most scares your fiance?
I think me trying to scare her scares her more than anything.
Do you have a favorite quote from the movie?
Clueless.
And what
as
would it be?
if. I say that all the time.
Does your fiance have a favorite quote from a movie?
No.
Where was your first date?
Stand-up paddleboarding at Rosecrans.
Your first kiss?
That night.
What took you so long?
Could have been later in the night.
When did you really realize that you were in love?
Outside Lands 4 years ago.
When did you first say I love you?
Outside Lands 4 years ago.
Okay.
I realized that I was in love. I guess it wasn't like a moment. I met Nick's family. I knew that he was the one for me.
Who's first to apologize after an argument, you or your fiance?
Probably a mutual apology. Probably me though.
Definitely me.
What's your fiance's pet name for you?
She doesn't have one.
I have a pet name, but I stole it from his friends. I call him Grubsy when he's being grumpy.
How many children would your fiance like to have?
2 minimum, 3 max.
Children do you think your fiance would like?
2 to 3.
How many children would you like to have?
2 to 3.
What is your pet name for your fiance?
Bert?
Bert, Alberta. He called me Bert instead of Albert.
When did you first tell Nick you loved him?
Nick and I, we were on a hike in Las Vegas going up to the peak of this mountain. There's a tin with all of these notes in them. And before we left, I wrote on a note, "I love you, Nick," and I put it in the tin. And then he wrote down something and he handed it to me, and I read it. It said, "I love you." And I go, "Oh my God." And I went in the tin and I pulled out my note and I handed it to him, and it said, "I love you." I love most about Nick is his honesty and his loyalty and his love for me and his friends and his family.
What do you love most about your fiance?
She's just such a genuine, raw person. What you see is what you get, and I love that about her. Her smile gets me every time.